Caroo is a Manchester-based technology business, reimagining the recruitment experience, and our product is defined and led by our audience, our end users, our community. It's this same relentless focus on product and the improvement of that product that led the likes of Airbnb, Facebook, Dropbox, Slack, Uber, Amazon, and many others to take over their industries. Our product roadmap and the experiences that we build are governed by the feedback that the experts within our community give. Those experts being talent managers, HR specialists, hiring managers, and of course the candidates. We've worked with many of the brands below and their talent teams and their hiring managers to help define how our experience should be run. In order to build our community and facilitate for the feedback that we so desperately require in order to improve our product, we've kept Caroo completely free of charge since our launch in January 2019. We're also going to keep it free of charge until we get out of this current situation. We believe that's likely to be around about August, September. But at the point of monetizing, we're only going to be asking for a membership fee of £99 plus VAT per month to post unlimited jobs, speak to as many candidates as you want, and to invite as many users to the platform. And like all of these other successful tech startup companies, we're not expecting to make money out of this for another couple of years. This plays back to our relentless obsession with getting the product right and making it the best possible channel for sourcing talent through. Until now, we've stayed regionally and remained in the Northwest, only inviting employers from this region and candidates. And to date, we've built up a community of nearly 500 employer brands and over 20,000 candidate profiles. But now it's time for us to spread our wings and head national. So what makes Caroo different? Well, most importantly, I think it's our approach that makes us different. However, that approach has led to a very simple, clean, and easy to use interface. Here's an example of the candidate app experience. In order to get to this point, candidates will have seen an ad or seen some of our bonkers branding, installed the app from the App Store, and then punched in a few key skills tools in order to power the matching algorithm. Beyond that, they're presented with their home screen and they can create their digital CV, or what we call the highlights timeline. Beyond expressing interest in a role, the chat is then opened. Now, a candidate's profile is anonymous. That's how they design the experience. They want to be in control of who they provide their personal information to, but that doesn't stop employers from reaching out to them. We give employers enough information about their skills, their tools, and their experience in order to be able to make an informed decision on whether or not to express an interest in that candidate. Our matching algorithm. We don't focus on a job title because that's how jobs boards operate. You can see in this example, a recent example from Indeed, I was looking for a marketing manager role and was presented with an IT manager role in Knutsford. Location wrong, job title wrong. And this is a fundamental flaw in the job board model as they prioritize paid and sponsored ads over relevant ones. I recently switched on that I was searching for jobs on LinkedIn. They took my job title and then recommended that I was qualified to be a personal assistant to a managing director. Caroo's matching algorithm is focused on tagging a number of key attributes, whether that's industry and sector experience, whether that's the seniority of the role that you're looking for, and most importantly, are you capable of doing the job? Do you have the right skills and the right tools to be able to perform in that job? And then we also include an element of what that candidate's interests are in making a recommendation to them. When both the employer and the candidate are interested in one another, that is the point at which a chat is opened. There are no recruitment agencies and no middlemen. It's between the employer, talent team, and the candidate. And that chat is then open for you to decide how you take that experience forward. It really is that simple. None of this is rocket science. Let's get the experience right, and then we can talk about sexy buzzwords like machine learning, AI, etc., etc. But for now, we're focused on making the experience exactly what it is that people want in order to get to the outcome that they desire. When you first sign up, we'll ask you to select your company's house registration number. This is to check that you're not a recruitment agency. When you come in, obviously your dashboard won't be populated. However, you will see a call to action asking you to create your profile. In the top left, we have coach marks listed everywhere so that you know what you're looking at. The top left, we're going to be always transparent, open, and honest to let you know how many candidates that we've got on. So total candidate numbers in the Northwest to date is over 20,000, and this week we've grown by 13. The reason for the slow growth is due to COVID. We have actually reduced our marketing spend significantly. When creating your profile, you'll be presented with a form that looks like this. You'll enter in some basic information and all of your locations here, because locations are where we tag jobs to. You're then able to bring your brand to life, add your logos, your header image, and also you can start to add video content about the brand. We think video is going to be a huge part of the recruitment process going forward, so we'll be looking to invest heavily in that. This is where the algorithm starts to play. So we're looking at describing your brand in a variety of different tags and attributes. These then relate to people's interests and experience on an industry and sector level. All of the information that we ask from you to populate this is requested by our candidates. So they want to know your brand story. They want to know a bit about your culture, and then describe the links and amenities and the local facilities. Tag up your perks, and then you can add more multimedia formats as you choose. Saving in preview, well, that brings up this. This is just a very basic view of the candidate, what the candidate experience looks like within the app. So when I complete that, I'm then prompted to add my first role. But for expediency, given this demo, I've already created a role, and that's test role number 2. So when you're creating your role, you'll be asked to populate a very similar looking form. Again, we're going to tell you how many candidates we've got for that category. You'll include the location, the contract type. You'll then be asked to stipulate the salary and the years number of experience required. You can hide your salary from candidates. We don't like you doing that, and neither do candidates, but we appreciate that not every business has the luxury of showing that. This is where the algorithm really starts to take effect. When we're starting to look at the core skills and attributes, you can double click to make them must-have core skills. However, use these sparingly because they can significantly reduce your talent pool. Again, we're looking at tools. Beyond that, we then have a place where you can upload more video content about the job. So this could be the hiring manager or a couple of members of the team talking. This is great content that makes your job description far more engaging. You can also copy and paste elements of your job description across into the Caroo platform, and we'll display these to the candidate. There's also the ability to schedule. So I can schedule that role to go out at a later date, or perhaps at a time during the day when I think my target audience might be more likely to receive that push notification and act on it. So that role is now live, and anybody with a 60% match or higher will be push notified. So if I go back into here, I can see that my candidate list is anonymized until they express an interest in me. They've been ordered by who was last engaged on the platform. I've already got somebody who's interested or I'm interested in. So I've expressed an interest in this anonymous candidate, and I can see their anonymous profile here. See that they were last online, they've left a personal bio, there's a bit of expertise. So if I flick to my candidate app, because I've just received the push notification that this brand is interested, then you can see what the candidate experience looks like. This is my home screen. I can see here the actions that I need to carry out. So if I have a look at that one brand interest, right, okay, it's Caroo and it's test role number 2. What I'll do is I'll have a quick look at that job. Okay, they've got a video, that's great. If I scroll down, I can see the salary, the contract type. I can quickly view the full job description. Great. Let's have a look at the brand. Let's see what the brand's about. They've added a video there. I can see what the brand story's like. And they've added a bunch of media for me to skip through as well. I'm quite happy with that role, so I'm going to express an interest in it. Yeah, I'm happy with my profile. Let's have a look at my profile before I apply for that job. If I have a look at my profile now, you can see that the desktop application has now just notified me, and this is what my profile looks like in the app, so I can see my full experience. This means that Gareth has now just shared his full profile with the employer, and the employer can now see all of this detail and not just the limited information that was previously supplied. If we flick back to our employer portal, you can see that Gareth interested, I'm interested, and now the chat is open. You've also got an area for all of your messages, so you can see who it is that you're talking to, about what roles. You can see a bit of information about the person and the role that you've been speaking to. At any point you choose, you can invite colleagues. You can share candidate profiles with colleagues as well. And that really has been a whistle-stop tour of both the candidate and the employer experience. And hopefully that's given you a sense of our approach. So we'd love you to join the community. Pay nothing until we start monetizing, which is likely to be August or September, or when the current pandemic ends. And just give us your feedback to help build a better sourcing tool. And by the way, we do some pretty bonkers stunts to get our brand out there. So feel free to visit our LinkedIn profiles and connect, and check out some of the weird and wonderful ways that we help to promote Caroo. We're also happy to consider doing stunts with brands as well. This one was done with Misguided and was a huge hit. In fact, their most successful LinkedIn post. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to listen, and we hope to hear from you soon.